Yes, very good morning, dear students. So, welcome back to online physics class, grade 9. See, dear students, we are discussing the chapter name is motion in a straight line, right? Motion in a straight line. Motion in a straight line. See, last class we have discussed about derivation and integration, right? Say I given some formulas to you. That is, for example, see the students integration we can represent like this. This is a symbol to represent integration, right? So why we can use the integration means, so we can add, for example, we can use integration to add different numbers, to add different functions, right? Actually, in this physics, we don't need to that much application related to integration. Just I am using this integration to calculate the problems related to the integration only, right? Yes, see, it is a symbol for integration. Here I just am using only some formulas only, right? Just you can blindly you can remember that formulas. See, for example, integration. I am choosing this is the lower limit a and it is the upper limit b. So integration of dx, integration of dx, d means here derivative, dear students. Integration of dx is nothing but x. And see, integration of a to b dv is v. Why? Because here d and integration both will be cancelled each other and v is left. So after cancelling only, here we will get like this values, limits a to b. So in limits, how we can apply means upper limit minus lower limit. So in the place of x, I substitute b upper limit. In the place of x, lower limit is minus a. So here also a to b, a to b. Then here also place of b, we can substitute b minus a. That is a one formula. Or else you can take anything. For example, integration of dx is x, integration of dv is v, integration of dy is y, integration of dy is y, integration of ds is s. So why? Because here derivation and integration are always cancel each other. That is one formula. And another formula is if any time they are giving lower limit minus lower and upper limit a to b or x to y or 2 to 3 means we can substitute in that function whatever we will get in the function here, whatever the answer we will get, it means dx means x and dv means v. So here we can substitute upper limit minus lower limit. Understand? So that is the one formula. Just you can remember. Understand? The formulas you can remember. Just we can use these formulas to do the problems only. In detail in mathematics 12th in 12th class, detail it will come. Right? Yes. Next one, integration of x power n dx. So here we don't ask, sorry, derivation and this will be cancelled. D and this integration will be cancelled. It does not cancel each other, right? Because it is already with one function. It is already multiplied with one function. Then further it will be not cancel each other, right? Yes. Then it is a to b, integration of x power n dx a to b. We can write it is a x power n plus 1 by n plus 1. X power n plus 1 by n plus 1. It is nothing but it is a to b. So in the place of x we can substitute upper limit minus lower limit b power n plus 1 by n plus 1 minus a power n plus 1 by n plus 1. So it is a one formula, right? For example, I am giving integration of a to b x power 1 dx. If nothing is there, also 1 only. X power 1 means it's like in the form of x power n. Then it is a x power 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1 a to b, right? Then it is a b square by 2 minus a square by 2. Why? Because in the place of x we can substitute b by 2. In the place of minus a we can substitute. Understand? Yes. This is the main two formulas. Just you can remember these two formulas that are enough. Understand? Next. See, dear students, next I am going to discuss with you. Just wait 1 second. just very well. Just I want again, I remember here the formulas of instantaneous speed, and instantaneous velocity and instantaneous acceleration. You know very well these formulas: instantaneous speed, acceleration. So we know very well instantaneous speed means instantaneous velocity means the instantaneous speed means the speed of the particular instant of time. We can say that it is instantaneous speed. So we know the formula of instantaneous speed is also limit delta x tends to 0 delta x by delta t. So if you can apply limit for delta x, then it becomes dx by dt. dx by dt. dx by dt is nothing but here d by dt. This d by dt is nothing but differentiation of x with respect to time. We can call like that, differentiation of x with respect to time. Or else we can tell it is a rate of change of distance with respect to time. Rate of change of distance with respect to time. And if it's an extra velocity, instantaneous velocity means the velocity of the particle at particular instant of time. We can say that instantaneous velocity. So how we can write this? Limit delta x tends to 0 delta x bar by delta t. Delta t, or else we can write here t becomes very small. So for that means the delta t tends to 0. So then here how we can write this? Dx bar by dt. This is also differentiation of x bar with respect to t. It is nothing but rate of change of displacement with respect to time. Rate of change of displacement with respect to time. So how we can write acceleration? Limit delta tends to 0 delta v bar by delta t. Delta v bar by delta t. So then how we can write this? dv bar by dt. So it is a differentiation of v with respect to time. Differentiation of v with respect to time. So then here we can tell here derivative of v with respect to time. So it is nothing but derivative or differentiation. In that form we can tell simply rate of change of. See, we know here this velocity again we can write d by dt into, it is velocity is nothing but again this one dx bar by dt. Velocity again this one dx bar by dt. Then it is how much? d by dt into dx bar by dt. It is a d square x by dt square. So it is a it is the first order derivative of velocity we call acceleration. First order of displacement, it is the first order. d by dt means only one order. First order of displacement we call velocity. But here see second order of displacement. Second order of displacement we can call acceleration. So I think it seems to be new, but we should learn in foundation. Right? Here just I introduce derivatives. It means differentiation. This differentiation and this integration actually you will face very clearly in 12th mathematics. No problem about that. But here whatever we require, those formulas I am teaching here. Yes. Just you can note down those points once again. I hope you are completing this. So now I am taking, just I am writing here, see, position, velocity. Position means just we can assume it is a displacement. Position, velocity, acceleration, jerk. Position, velocity, acceleration, and the jerk, snap, crackle, pop. So we know position is nothing but, or displacement is nothing but x, right? Or else you can take x bar. Velocity is nothing but what? It is the first order of position. first order derivative of x bar, then we can say that it is a dx bar by dt. Dx bar by dt is nothing but what? Instantaneous velocity only. Instantaneous velocity or velocity. So next second one. So second one is nothing but what? It is a first order derivative of velocity or second order derivative of position or displacement, right? How means you can see this is a dbb bar by dt or d square x by dt square, x by dt square. Next is what? Jerk. Jerk means it is a third order derivative of position. Third order derivative of position. It is nothing but d cube x by so d by dt into dx by dt. Yes, d cube x by dt cube. D cube x by dt cube. So next one is snap. Next one is crackle. Next one is pop. Snap is nothing but fourth. It is nothing but d4x by dt4. Crackle is nothing but, you can write here fourth. Next one is the fifth. d5x by dt power 5. Next one sixth. d6x by dt6. So these are the first order and second order and third order and fourth, fifth and sixth. What is that? Position means x bar, velocity means first order derivative of x bar, and acceleration means first order derivative of velocity or second order derivative of position, and jerk means third order derivative of position. So jerk means what? Already we told, rate of change of acceleration we call jerk. We know rate of change of displacement means velocity, rate of change of velocity means acceleration, but rate of change of acceleration is nothing but what? Jerk. And rate of change of jerk is nothing but what? Snap. And rate of change of snap is nothing but what? Crackle. And rate of change of crackle is nothing but what? Pop. Right? So, but how I written like this means in the form of first order derivative. It is like nothing but what? You feel instantaneous speed or instantaneous velocity or instantaneous acceleration, right? And instantaneous jerk, and instantaneous snap, and instantaneous crackle, and instantaneous pop. So just you can note down all those points. So please make it fast. I hope because if you want to say more such no problem. Just now I will discuss with the two node points. The first node point is when the car is going on a straight road, the car is going on a straight road, so if the speed is increasing, then its acceleration is due to change in magnitude of velocity. due to change in magnitude of velocity. Whenever the car is going on a straight road, of course, if you can accelerate, of course, the acceleration will be changes. But the acceleration is due to what? Magnitude of, due to change in magnitude of velocity. Change. But why I am telling magnitude here? Just I am choosing only speed. If I am not choosing here, velocity is increasing. Why I am not choosing velocity is increase? Velocity is not increasing because it is going on straight road. It is straight road is nothing but what we are not taking. It means straight road means it does not change its direction. It does not change its direction means we will not take the velocity. When we can take velocity, if we have magnitude and velocity, it means if you have speed plus direction, we can choose velocity. But it is going on straight road only. If it is going on straight road means according to physics we can assume it is the speed only changes. Then speed will be changes means compulsory acceleration will be changes. But how acceleration will be changes? Again acceleration will be vector quantity. How acceleration is changes means the magnitude of change in velocity. Magnitude is nothing but what? Speed will come again, right? Yes. Just write down that point also. Yes, next note point. If stone is whirled in horizontal circle, if a stone is whirled in a horizontal, circle with a constant speed, then its acceleration is, so due to changing, then its acceleration is due to changing magnitude of velocity. Then acceleration is due to changing magnitude of velocity. Already I told, again I will repeat. Whenever if you take any, here I will choose to take one circle. If you take any stone or any body, so compulsory for any body or any particle is in a circle, the speed is constant at any point on the circle. But at any point the direction will be changed. For this point the direction will be like this. So for this point the direction will be like this. For this point the direction will be like this. For this point the direction will be like this. So it means if you take in the form of speed and velocity, the speed is constant but direction will be changes. The speed is constant, direction will be changes. So how direction will be changes? It means its acceleration is due to change in magnitude of velocity. It is not velocity. It is not due to velocity. It is a change in magnitude of velocity. Just you can note on that point also. Next lecture, just we can discuss calculation of method, derivation of calculation method, derivation of kinematics equation using calculation method. So using general method we completed, and using graphical method you learn in CBSE itself. So next we can discuss derivation of kinematics equation. These three equations of motion we can discuss using calculation method. Only three equations. We are not deriving fourth equation method, that is u is equal to u plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. We are not using to calculate derivation. Just those three equations we can calculate in next lecture. What is that? V equal to u plus at, s equal to ut plus half at square, v square minus u square equal to 2s. I hope everyone write down those points also.